What's up guys, it's David here from Have a Cookie, and today I am playing rymdkapsel. More than likely mispronouncing that word, but I do apologise in advance because I might have to say it a few more times. Rymdkapsel is a game by Martin Jonasson. I actually discovered this game watching the series Super Game Jam, which is a pretty fun series in itself, and go watch that. I'll link it in the description and whatnot along with this game. But yeah, this is a game, one of the guys that was on Super Game Jam, it showed previous work and this was one of it. Caught my eye straight away and I thought I'd give it a go. I have played about an hour and thought it would be an amazing video. Well, it would be if someone better was doing it, but you're stuck with me, so let's just see if I can do it justice. So the game will give you hints and I will also talk over it based on my experience of it. So we'll just go normal. So this is a space exploration game mixed with Tetris. So it says on the top, welcome. A good corridor network is the backbone of every station. So basically you have to have corridors connected to every room. Rooms can't be connected to other rooms, which is just said there. So you have on the top here, corridor, extractor, reactor, gardens, kitchen, weapons and quarters. These are the room types. What you see, these symbols are what is required to make the room, which are also down here, and that shows how many I have of each. That is energy, matter and food, which is the blue, the pink and the yellow respectively. So you can see corridor needs 1 energy, 1 material and 0 food. And it's telling me I need to drag a corridor from the menu above onto my station. You'll also notice, hopefully my mouse is shown, that this shape here and this shape here is the same. It is like Tetris. This is the shape, this will be the next shape, this will be the next shape. And so you can't just build anywhere. You have to adhere to the rules of Tetris and build where, using the shapes that you are given. You can't just pick any shape you want. And I'm going to try and explain what I already know now before the game gets moving, because there are certain things that I don't want to be hanging around for, which you'll see soon. So you see I have some idle minions there, and that's these two guys here, and every one of your minions will be on the bottom, and that will come into play soon. And here are energy material deposits, sorry. So yeah, it's asking me to drag a corridor. Place it adjacent to the brown tile and the outlines turn white when it's in a valid position. So I've connected a corridor to another corridor. I can also rotate by clicking the right mouse button, which it tells you later on. And you can also do it down here. It usually brings options up on the side. So it says to start building, assign some minions to do construction. I have a cup of coffee next to me and I think I need it because I've already made several mistakes. So you see this symbol along the bottom here. I think this game may have been designed with touchpad in mind because it's kind of like a swipe motion. Oh, and I can't even do it. So I'm dragging my minions here. They were idle. Now they're in construction. So they're going to take these resources that I have and build a corridor using them. So they've taken the resources, they've made the corridor. And it says, remember, if you start feeling cramped, expand. So now it's telling me that I need resources, and it will instruct me on how to get those resources. Yep, so as I said, these are the emergency rations and they will not last long. So it wants me to build a reactor to generate energy, which is blue. So here's a reactor on here, and it will very shortly drag a reactor and connect it to your station. And I am going to place a reactor adjacent but not overlapping. So I think here. And we have our minions already in construction mode. So they're going to build that. And it says as well as energy, you will also need materials, which are these things here. So the reactor will make infinite energy. You don't need to really worry about that. The only thing you need to worry about is you might need to make more if you're running out of energy a lot. But you will never truly run out. You would have to wait for it to generate. But it's telling me to place an extractor adjacent to your station and a particle field. So this is the tricky one. So you can see he has a particle field. I could do that, but for some reason it won't. Oh no, it will. It just isn't showing us. So this is saying it's okay, it's allowed, because it's an adjacent to both the particle field and my station, i.e. a corridor. So let's build that. What you can also do is click something and click prioritize, and that will make everything run and build that. This game has a really kind of quirky artificial intelligence in a sense that it doesn't always, you really do have to micromanage, but that's part of the charm of the game. I just built a corridor. I'm such an idiot. That's why it didn't. Sorry, extractor. Now I feel like an idiot. Yeah, I was too busy waffling away and not actually paying attention to the game, and that's why it didn't show the connection, because I was trying to build a corridor. But yes, the artificial intelligence is a bit quirky. Like, if a room only needs one more of a certain thing, such as a material, you could have two minions going towards it with the same thing, and then when the material's there, it might go, oh, we don't need this anymore. So you've wasted a bit of time, but that is part of the beauty of trying to figure out the best solution for your station. So we'll let these guys build this, and you can see the reactor here that is slowly building up energy. And each tile houses its own resource as well, so you've got to build more if you want to house more of a resource. So as their tasks are completed, you'll see your minions lie down. These guys are now idle. They have nothing to do with construction. So they're waiting for something to do, and it's going to tell me what my next step is, which will be food, because we've tackled energy and we've tackled materials. And there we go, food, highlighted by the yellow. Now this isn't as straightforward. It's actually a two-part process, which it will start to describe now. So food is produced by first growing sludge in the gardens. So I will get a garden, but first I'm going to build some corridors, because this will help me in the long run. I'm going to build the garden now though. And here we go. You are not alone in this place. This bar down here is indicating waves. So what I'm going to do is, where do I want to build this? I think yeah, it's good. And I'm going to prioritize it. Actually, yes, let's prioritize it. Yeah, this bar down here is indicating when waves of enemies are going to come, and they basically try and kill your minions. When all your minions are gone, it's game over. So I'm going to place that there. My gardening is busy building, and I'm going to build a corridor like here, and then build a kitchen. That's a shame. I'll build it there, but I'm going to put priority on this, and you'll see why in a moment, because I kind of I need to have a defensive system there before the enemies come, because that is the only way you can attack them. So there we go. So these guys are still on construction, so they're going to carry on with these tasks. So yeah, while that's happening, we've covered corridors. Everything needs to be connected through a corridor. You cannot chain rooms together. It has to go through a corridor. Extractors take material from these clouds and turn it into resource, material for resource. Reactors create this energy that you need. Gardens make sludge. You take the sludge to kitchens, and the weapons is where you go to defend your base or station, and quarters gives you more minions. Okay, if I zoom out, you can see more of these clouds and something called monolith. They are left behind by a previous presence. There's 4. Oh, and it's go time. I'm just going to drag these guys across the defense. So yeah, there is 4 monoliths. This one makes my minions move faster. This one makes the extractors more efficient, and this slows the onslaught of enemies, and this one increases the range of weapons. But I'm going to zoom back in for a second because it's almost time. It seems they were harmless scouts, but you have been discovered now. So these guys are scouts, and they're going to come and try and attack my minions, but my minions have defenses. The next wave will not be as harmless. So that's a little heads up warning. The first time I played this, I didn't have weapons ready in time, which was extremely lucky. Because the first wave is scouts and they can't hurt you. So yeah, I kind of want to have more people around when this happens. So I'm going to move people back to construction, and I'm going to start building my corridor system out a bit. And I'm trying to make it so you can get anywhere pretty quickly. But what I also want to do is focus on this monolith here, which slows the onslaught of enemies, which will be very important. That is the worst. What do I want first? I think I'll get another weapons, and I will place it here. Why won't it let me? Can you not play? Oh, okay. So I didn't know that you can't place them too close together, the weapon ones. So I'm gonna get a guy in food service. Sorry. So construction, basically, they use the resources available to build things. Engineering, if you place someone in engineering, it basically places them in a room and it makes energy produce faster. Defense, they move into the defensive area and shoot the enemies. And food service, you can see this guy here, takes the sludge, takes it to the kitchen, and that in turn produces food. Now food service also has another role in quarters, and what the quarters do, I'm going to prioritize this for a second. Quarters make people, but you need to take the food there to make the people. So let me build some quarters, and I think I'll put it, looking for a good place for it to nestle into, but I think here's pretty good. So all that's coming along, and this food service guy is idle, but he won't be in this once this food source here is used up, because then they're going to start coming for the food source I've amassed, and then I will need more food, and then he will start moving sludge over, and so on and so forth. So my second defense is almost ready. Not that it will matter at this point, because you can only have 2 defense per thing, per 2 minions in the defense per the room. And I have 2 rooms but only 2 minions, so I'm going to need another 2 minions, which is what the quarters are going to do. But I will more than likely be interrupted unless I move this guy quickly under construction. And I might have enough time to build this. And then, no, apparently not. Alright, gonna see if this guy can get here quick enough. And he's ignoring the priority, which is a bit odd. Okay, we'll just go to defense then. So hopefully after this wave, I'll manage to get in that 2 minions up and running to help defend the base and help build. So here come these guys. Very kind of like bee swarmy sound. It's quite intimidating, especially later on when the waves get a bit more intense. So I'm going to move these 2 guys back to construction and try and finish this off. So you can see the combined area now. Anything in this area is going to get attacked. So it's saying here you're about to deplete your minerals. I have 4 left, but there's a bit more in this. So it wants me to build another extractor to an adjacent fresh particle field immediately. So what I'll do is I'll make one of these a priority next. I don't know where he's going. Oh, he's going to this one, hopefully, yes. There we go. And now the food guy is also going to take the completed food and place it into the quarters. And I'm going to make this a priority. So I think my next step is to get maybe a second energy production, second food production, and continue building out my energy. So, but the thing is that I'm going to build more corridors because I need more corridors, basically. So I'm naturally kind of expanding in this direction to get the minions to move faster, I think, which will be good. I mean, it's awkward to try and think which one you need most in the time frame you have. But I'm also going to need more gardens, and let's put this here. I will get a garden here and a kitchen here, which just leaves more quarters and more weapons.